Now, how many of you watch newborns, brand newborn babies? Raise your hand. So the rest of you have never seen a brand newborn baby. Okay, you have. Okay. I'm like, whoa. I'll be in trouble. I'm going to have to bring some babies up in here. We're going to do this and then we're going to turn it back over to them. I told God, we're just brief up. But I'm going to give you a symbol. The Kaaba is shaped like this. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So what is the symbol? What is the sign in it? See? Now, you got a brand new baby like this, right? What does the brand new baby have? Mental health. You understand? Yes. This baby is mentally healthy. Right? Why is that? Because it has a body, right? It's biological. It's a biological creature. You understand what I mean? Am I right? It's a biological creature. Okay. Which means what? It means that the body of the baby is what? Logical. The body. The baby is hungry, is thirsty, it wants milk, right? It wants water. That's logical. The baby's not asking for refills. Refills is what? Illogical. Am I making sense? So, the body is logical. Now, as long as the mind is not introduced to anything, it's what? Mental health. So this is the first self of the baby. Are you all following me? That self of that brand new baby is the self you have right now. See now. This self of the baby is the same thing as the Kaaba. The Kaaba is a sign of what happens to the mind. The Kaaba, when it was first built, was no idols in it. And over generations, over 369 idols were placed in it, right? Muhammad the Prophet had to take those idols out. So how do you spell idol? I-D-O-L. You with me now? This baby is in the world, just in the world. Are there any ideas in that baby's mind? Yes, no. Okay, so this baby is at peace. You follow what I'm telling you? Now we start to put, if an idol was put in here, what is the similarity for this thing here called your mind? An idea. So if I get an idea to sit right here, what is my body going to do? It's going to sit. The flesh body is going to do whatever you put here as an idea. Am I making sense? So if I put alcohol in here, you understand what I'm doing? And I put reefers in here, you understand what I'm doing? If I put lies in here, do you understand what's happening now? And I put so many things in there till you can't see the self. Because the false ideas have covered the self. Am I making that little clear people? So now the individual has to do what? He's searching for his identity. What identity? The first identity he had before he had these other concepts. I'm telling you how to handle your business. I'm telling you how to handle your operation in school. I'm telling you how to handle anything. When you have a problem, you don't look at the person's body. You look at their mind. And if you start looking at their mind, you'll find that you can navigate through all of the problems. But if you only see them as a flesh creature, you're going to have problems as a Muslim. So when you got problems with your child, you, the Muslim, have to step out of the physical arena and step in what? The mental arena. Because the problem with your child is the idea has taken over his thinking. Listen to me. The only time you will see the original self of that individual is when he goes to sleep. Am I right or wrong? Right. When you go to sleep, you are now back that baby that was born in the world. Listen. So the sign in the Kaaba, listen brothers, to take the idols out of the Kaaba, the sign of Muhammad the Prophet is to take wrong ideas out of the human mind. That's the sign of cleaning the Kaaba. Lord. Okay, that's our job as Muslims. All of us. We are called tabi'una. Tabi'una is taba, means to follow. Tabi'una means those men and women. Is tabi'una is on the aleph. Tabi'una, what is it? Third form. I'm going so far. I want to get this to you. It's the third form of the every verb, and it means that this person, he or she, is standing up. And they're doing good, and they're not receiving any good coming back to them. You understand? Now listen, if any of us have any kind of problem, we have to look at the idea that we embraced. Not the Zoloft, not the Valium. I'm talking to us now. We're more mature, so you can handle this. Okay? So if I tell you you don't need medication, I'm telling you that your original self was there, that was there before you needed the medication. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I have to go inside myself and look in there for that idea that I picked up 10 years ago, or maybe 25 years ago, and I have embraced that idea as my identity. I have become the idea. But the idea is my artificial self. It is not my original self. Is that clear? So what we're dealing with, all of us, is the artificial self that's in us. And the problem of discomfort is you have artificiality fighting originality. And you will never have peace until you come to the original self. Walk like that. I hope you can understand that. That's when we have W.B. Muhammad commenting on the Quran, where you can see now where it says the Satan created them in the false side. So the man will say, you go to criticize him. The first thing he'll say, man, this is me. You ever heard people take that? Man, this is me. I've been like this my whole life. You ever heard people talk like that? You ain't been like that your whole life. You've been like that 20 years or 30 years. But before that point, you didn't have none of these problems. So you need to go back to the point in your life when you first practiced the wrong habit. Now you only need medication for a little while to help you get back to the first self. I hope you got the wisdom. Come on, man. He always tells me when I'm on a set that you got to sit, I'm going to sit in the audience and listen. I said, yeah, I ain't never seen it when I've been in the same room that you couldn't have something to say on my set. Hey, do you think I got a problem with that? Hey, no. This is our home. I've been doing this man 44 years.
Well, I was saying, good friend Dr. Nasir, as I was listening to our young scholars, Obaida, I've been knowing since she was
Before she was born.
And while she grew up. I want to, so many thoughts will come to my mind